our products to rank high up in search so we have the best chance of getting sales. But once you've identified a winning niche, you need to analyze the art style. Each niche has its own art style, and when you think about it, it makes perfect sense. If you try to sell sweatshirts to grandmothers, but you're using some kind of crazy font, it's never gonna sell. We can identify the art style by just searching Etsy to see what products look like in this niche. So there's all kinds of these simple line art style. There's also a little bit of variety here as well. Some of these listings look a little more realistic or a little bit sketched, but you kind of get the general vibe. Now, I like to save these listings as inspiration. So I'll click through and I'll try and find some top performing listings so that I'm not wasting my time making designs that don't look bad. And I just want to copy the link to these listings. Then I can just come over and create one of these whiteboards over here on Canva, and I can just paste the link in, and it creates this nice little preview icon so that I can always reference this listing or come into this whiteboard for ideas when I'm ready to make my designs. Doing this process enough should give you a huge list of niche ideas that you can make designs for. And now, after you've identified the art style in a winning niche and you have some inspiration to go off of, it's finally time to start making designs. And with that list, there's 4 methods we can use to create different art styles to turn each of those ideas into lots of sellable designs. I have an updated 2025 Ultimate Design tutorial coming soon, so we'll cover this a little bit quicker today. And if you really want to master designing, then watch that video after this one. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel. Simple designs work best, and our goal is always to make a lot of designs so that we have the best chance at just one of them popping off. Just take what's working and add a little bit of sauce. That said, the first method to making designs that's definitely the fastest and currently the most profitable is AI generated designs. Especially now that marketplaces like Etsy have publicly endorsed the use of AI, it's a no-brainer if you're just getting started. I personally use Midjourney to generate images, and the hardest part is just learning how to craft a great prompt, but the image generator takes care of the rest. You can go to alpha.midjourney.com to use Midjourney in the browser. And here I'll just start by browsing for images that other users has made to kind of double check that Midjourney is capable of making the type of design that I'm trying to get. This also allows me to jump in and see the prompts that these other people have used to make that design. And then I just have to craft my own prompt the best that I can to make the type of design that I'm trying to get. There's no magic prompt. Midjourney is very capable, but you also have to learn how to use it well. So don't get upset if your first 10 images don't look perfect. Again, it's doing all the work for you, so the least you can do is learn how to write a prompt. I think that I was able to get a few decent results here after running a few different prompts. And again, it's okay to get a lot of bad results because you only need that one listing to pop off and grow your entire business. There's still skill required here. You have to know what type of designs look best, and you have to actually put in effort to make good products here, even if the AI is doing most of the hard part of the job by making the design. But assuming you have the design ready, there's 3 types of edits you might have to make to the image so that you can use it. First, you might want to remove the background from the design. There's a lot of free tools, but Recraft.ai does a good job at this. You just have to upload your design and click this button. It is literally that easy. You'll notice though, if you zoom in, the artwork starts to get a little blurry, so you might want to vectorize the art so that you can make this small image as large as you need to. So again, right inside of Recraft, you can just click this vectorize button. And once it's done, no matter how much you zoom in, the lines are still crispy and it's still high quality. So then we can just click download and download it in the SVG format for free. You can only really vectorize simple graphics, not these complex painting style images. So for that, you'll have to rely on Midjourney's upscale feature to make them high quality enough to use. For some products like mugs, we're able to make perfectly sized artwork right inside of Midjourney. In Printify, if you click on start designing for a product like a mug, you'll see this print area size over here on the left. So what we want to do is use this as a ratio in the image size for Midjourney. And now if we generate a new design, you'll see it's sized perfectly for that product. For products like our sweatshirt, this is also how we can size our design. So the print area for a sweatshirt is 3852 by 4398. So we just have to go over to Canva and we can make a new custom sized document and just put in the dimensions 3852 by 4398. And this will make our design file the correct size. Then I can just drag in that graphic that we made from Midjourney and I can size it so I think it'll look good on the sweatshirt. And here I could just sell this graphic as is, or I could come in and I could add some text. So maybe I'll grab a nice looking font and I'll just put in the pet's name, and this could be our custom sweatshirt design. Just like that, we have 2 designs. But I can take this a step further and make another graphic with the same design. So I could just duplicate the page, and then here, maybe I want to use ChatGPT to get a funny saying that I could use for my relevant graphic. So maybe this will work. So I'll just copy this and paste it into my design. And then maybe I want to change the font to something else just to kind of mix it up and get some variety here. And now I have a brand new design with basically no extra work. Then I can click on download the design, make sure it has a transparent background, and I'm ready to upload it to my product. Now, there's a lot of other types of designs, like the good old-fashioned handcrafted text design, pre-made designs, and hybrid designs. And all of these strategies make designing a lot easier, which is the step that most beginners get hung up on. But for the sake of time in this video, I'll save those designing techniques for the ultimate design tutorial. As I mentioned before, the goal is to make as many designs as possible. You want to have so many designs that you don't even know what to do with them all. Making designs should be your top priority. And at this point, you should know how to make a lot of designs. So next, we have to figure out what supplier is going to be best for our product. Now look, we're not going to waste time trying to sell on Redbubble or Teespring or Society6, since we're actually trying to make money. This means that we have 3 options for a supplier to use: Printify, Printful, and Gelato. Printify and Printful have recently merged, but there's still several reasons why Printify is the best in the game. I've used Printify for years at this point, and they've genuinely been the best to work with, and they've enabled me to keep hundreds of thousands of dollars in extra profit since I sell tens of thousands of products, and they have the absolute best prices in the game, while still delivering high quality prints to customers. But that's not the only reason to go with them, because we still have an issue. See, if you've been following along, then you'll know we possibly have hundreds of designs that we need to get uploaded to our product on Printify. If you're actually using AI, you could be making dozens of designs per hour. So if you have 20 designs, it could take you quite a while to get them all uploaded to your product. And that's why we want to automate the process of uploading using Prelist. Prelist has a Printify product uploader built in. And to show you how quick and easy it is to use, we first have to create a sort of template in Printify. So all this means is I have to select the product that we're selling in Printify and hit this Start Designing button. Then I select all of the colors that I want to sell in this product listing. So we'll just select a few, and then I just have to add some kind of design. It doesn't matter what it is, we just have to add it so that we can save it. And then we'll call this our sweatshirt template. Then I just copy the link to this product template in Printify, and here I just add the template in so that I can use it for bulk uploading. Now, if I have 20 design files, I can drag all of them in at the same time. But that's not even the coolest part, because Printify can handle variations. Let's say I have white versions of the exact same designs, but I want to put those white versions on a few colors and have them in the same listing. I can just add a variation, and here I can select the colors that I want the white design to show up on, and then I can just upload all of those white design files. You can see that it links all of them together without me having to do it, and then I can just click upload and give it a little bit of time. When it's done uploading, the products will show up in your Printify account, and you can see all of the black and white designs are on the correct colors, and all of these products are ready to publish. This saves so much time. So let's say I have 20 mug designs that are ready to go because I made them in Midjourney, so they're perfectly sized and everything. I just select a mug template I made, drag all of those designs in, and click upload. It uploads all of them, and it even names them based on my settings in Prelist, so literally all I have to do is hit publish. Doing this manually, even for just a few products, takes forever. Prelist automates the uploading. Now, with our products ready to go on Printify, we still need a shop online, a storefront to sell them in, and there's several options here. But as a beginner, we want to sell where the customers are already shopping. With over $12 billion of transactions per year and over 400 million active monthly shoppers, Etsy is a shopper's search engine that's more than capable of getting your business to 6 or 7 figures. Not to mention, opening an Etsy shop allows you to leverage their brand and trust that they've built up for over a decade. Etsy is the best place for beginners to get started and figure things out. And once you're making $5,000 to $10,000 a month, you can think about scaling onto another platform like Shopify. Etsy drives so much organic traffic to my businesses that I wouldn't even have to use Shopify or other tools if I didn't want to. Plus, the fact that Printify is an Etsy approved integration means that all of those products that we bulk uploaded with Prelist can simply be published to